NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the 49ers and the Jets, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
On a warm, late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin, as always, joined by my good friend Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Niners in this matchup.
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Niners offense making their way out, and they are led by the third overall pick back in this year's draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
And you remember that when the 49ers made that big trade and paid a steep price to move up from number 12 to number 3, they gave up 3 firsts and a third-round pick. Everyone was wondering, who are they coming up to get? Was it Mac Jones at Alabama, Justin Fields at Ohio State, or was it Trey Lance out of North Dakota State, a true one-year starter on the 1AA level? But they certainly believed in Lance's mental ability as well as his physical ability, and they think that he can play right away if need be. And here he is with the opportunity to do exactly that.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Lance now on first down. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's second and a yard. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be first down 49ers. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing his Lance on third down. Flushed out right. And they'll get this down to the 10. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Throwing now is Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain. Off of play action, here's Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass. And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Jets about set to go on offense, led by their rookie quarterback for 2021, the second overall pick, Zack Wilson out of BYU. During the draft process, it was pretty clear early that Jacksonville was locked in on Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback at Clemson. That allowed the Jets to really peruse the rest of the quarterback crop, and they settled in on Zack Wilson from BYU. Loved his game, ability to throw from the pocket, the off-platform throws, getting outside of the pocket and making plays. He's their guy, and they expect him to be that guy for at least the next 10 years. They'll throw left side to start out. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now. And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So the completion there from Zack Wilson, rookie out of BYU. Charles, what do you think they have to be on the lookout for defensively here, trying to slow him down? Well, to me, it's sitting on the shorter and intermediate routes because he is an accurate thrower coming out of college. I think he was 73% his last season at BYU. So I'd give him as many looks as I could, but I'd force him to throw the ball over my head because a lot of the young quarterbacks, they want the safe completions, the easy throws early. make him throw it deeper where he has to take a little bit more of a chance.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The Lance going to throw. Connects with Sanu right side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On play action, Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. But they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
On third down, Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
Excellent play there by D Ford, back in form. Remember, 2020, 0 sacks for the season, but to be fair, only played in one game due to injury. What he wants to do is get back to the form he showed in 2018 with Kansas City, a career-high 13 sacks.
"42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Lance on the bootleg. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers.
Let's go, touchdown, baby.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads. And
we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. From the 27, Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Braden Mann now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. That's pulled in at the 32. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. from midfield now. Here's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Here's Wilson to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now Wilson. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the... Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
This is our time.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk, and that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Lance looks to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's second down. Now it's Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
They'll run it here with Pirine. A nice little juke. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kevin Coleman. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Chris Nagar now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Lance looking to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, You'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Now Gold for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 50 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
That catch good for only a couple.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And some room to work. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A toss play. Here's Pirine. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Nagar's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, another shot for Sermon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. That's swung out to Mostert. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play action, now it's Lance. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Lance. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They begin the drive with Coleman. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Out right here to Herndon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there at 22.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
An extra point by the guard has been good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Lance to throw it. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And Kittle catching the slant. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So here's Wilson and the Jets. Down 24-17. 2:21 the time left. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go, let's bring it.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Wilson to throw. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Wilson. His throw incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Johnson's got it complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are on the field.
Here's Wilson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Throwing now is Wilson. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Nagar now for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lance going to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Oh, they'll wind up losing yardage on the play. You cannot have that. And also, 4th down now. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now James returning. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Niners set to take over on offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now a first throw here in overtime. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. Throwing now is Lance. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
And he's able to get it out of there. A beautiful fake. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And San Francisco gets set to go here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Pardon, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
It doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. And that will go down in the books as just a 1-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.